Now on 18 Eyewitness News.
Personal property tax forms will soon be in your mailbox. A college president criticizes the funding imbalance between 2- and 4-year schools. And Farmington schools move ahead with technology. All of these stories are coming up.
More cold air is on the way for southeast Missouri. All the details coming up in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
Coverage you can count on. This is 18 Eyewitness News.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us and Happy New Year. I'm Fred Dawkins, and here are the top stories that we're working on for you at this hour. With the start of the new year, St. Francis County residents can look for their personal property and business property forms in the mail. When County Assessor Dan Ward visited our 18 Eyewitness News studios recently, he told us they consult a value guide when determining the assessment.
Those value guides give us a value on the personal property, and we take 1/3 of that, and that 1/3 of the value is what is used to come up with multiplying with the levy through the collector's office to give the actual tax, which is each person is to pay it by December 31st of each year.
Ward says for real estate, multiply 19% of the home's value times the levy to determine the tax amount. And Ward says when you receive your form this month, confirm that everything is correct and send it back quickly.
You'll get them right after the New Year's. And sometimes they're set aside and they're forgotten or put under something. They're lost and people forget about it. So we want to make sure that they know that they need to get those in ASAP so we don't have to worry about them accruing another up to $100 penalty on their tax bill next year.
In tomorrow's report, Ward explains why some personal property amounts went up in 2012. Well, now that the weekend is over with, Dustin Kopp is here with a look at our first forecast. Dustin?
Good evening, Fred. Good evening, everybody. Looking at current conditions at this hour, it's chilly out there. 29 right now in Festus, 29 in St. Genevieve, Fredericktown and Cape Girardeau 29 as well. Piedmont and Poplar Bluff at 30 and 30 right now in Van Buren. As we go through the evening, we may see a few flurries out there. 25 degrees at 7 p.m., 23 by 9, and by midnight a temperature of 22. It doesn't look like it's going to be much snowfall here in southeast Missouri, so nothing to get too excited about. We'll give you more details on your forecast for your Thursday coming up later in weather.
State appropriations to colleges and universities have been significantly cut the last 3 years. But an important issue underlying those cuts is the gap in funding between 2-year and 4-year schools. Three Rivers College President Dr. Devin Stevenson offers this example.
We have almost half the enrollment that Southeast Missouri State has, and they get 10 times the money we do. And I believe we've got too many 4-year institutions in this state. There's too much duplication.
Dr. Stevenson points out the education offered at 2-year colleges will be more important in getting the economy moving.
When you look at it over the next 10 years, only 80% of the jobs that are going to be available are going to individuals with post-secondary education up to an associate degree. So if we're going to jumpstart the economy and we're going to advance the economy and we're going to create jobs, we're not going to be doing it by giving baccalaureate degrees for general studies. Dr.
Stevenson says education funding needs to be focused on job training. Well, Farmington schools are expanding the use of technology in the district. Superintendent Dr. Natalie Thomas tells 18 Eyewitness News that they're funding the expansion out of general revenue.
One of the big hurdles that we have is that right now we are not wireless within the district. And so a fairly significant project that was proposed in the past bond issue was to take the district wireless. Even though that bond issue did not pass, we need to move ahead with that because it's actually more expensive to wire technology resources within buildings.
Dr. Thomas says the district will also make a significant investment in computers for students' use.
And we're also in the process of purchasing desktops and laptops at a much slower rate than we would have before, and again, out of general operating funds.
Dr. Thomas says a number of the new computers are needed for students to take the state assessment test. The Shockers' first robotics team at Unitech is inviting area high school students to join their team. Advisor Greg Nichols tells 18 Eyewitness News that a kickoff event is planned this Saturday morning.
Any high school student who's interested in participating, feel free to show up January 5th at Unitech, and we're going to have a kickoff that morning, and anyone who wants to learn how to build a big robot, more than welcome.
Nichols says on Saturday they'll learn what this year's robot will be programmed to do. He says they'll finish this past season with their basketball robot on a high note.
We went to Kansas City to what's called the Cowtown Throwdown, and we got eliminated by the reigning world champions. So in the elimination rounds, which I guess the world champion beats you, it's not too bad.
There is also now a first robotics team in Farmington, and we'll hear from them tomorrow. And when we come back on 18 Eyewitness News, a $300,000 grant could make an Amtrak stop in the Arcadia Valley a reality. That story coming up on 18 Eyewitness News.
For 15 years, Heartland Furniture and Appliance has been the leader in price for Restonic bedding. Whirlpool built Crosley appliances, Frigidaire appliances, sofa sets, recliners, accent furniture, and White's metal detectors. Same-day delivery with no waiting. We are fast becoming this area's leader in the home furnishing and appliance business. Need a little cash? Payday loans are available in each store. We'd love to have you come see us at one of our 3 locations on both sides of Main Street in Piedmont, Business 60 in Dexter, and next to Current River Ford in Donovan. Heartland Furniture and Appliance, 223-3200.
Let it wash you this morning. Oh, the blood of Jesus shed for me. What a sacrifice that saved my life. Where's the blood? It is my victory.
How can heat also be cool? When it comes from targeted induction technology, which uses electromagnetic waves to quick heat your pan, boiling up to 40% faster, while the surface around it stays perfectly cool to the touch. It's faster, hotter, and, well, cooler.
Hi, Bob Seabaugh at Seabaugh Furniture and Appliance. Come and see this and other great features and benefits that will amaze you. Now on sale at Seabaugh Furniture and Appliance in downtown Fredericktown.
You're watching 18 Eyewitness News with Fred Dawkins and Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp. 18 Eyewitness News continues.
Our Town Tomorrow continues making progress towards getting an Amtrak stop in the Arcadia Valley. Working with the city of Arcadia, the organization just received a $320,000 grant from the Missouri Department of Transportation. Our Town Tomorrow President Carol Kelsheimer tells 18 Eyewitness News that the grant will be used to build a 320-foot platform for Whistle Junction.
It's absolutely wonderful. We've been working hard, doing everything we can in the valley to increase tourism. And one of the things that we thought would really help would be having a station stop there at Whistle Junction. And this was one of the things that everything depended on, was the funding for it.
And Carol tells us they've started the process to have the platform approved.
It's all in the hands of Amtrak now. The design plans are there. They know that we have the funding, and so they're finalizing what needs to be done to upgrade the design plans to present it to Union Pacific to get their final approval.
Carol says Union Pacific has the ultimate say regarding the Amtrak stop because they own the tracks and the land under the train depot. The Casa Guadalupe Domestic Abuse Shelter is marking 20 years of service. Joanne Dawson has been the director of the Reynolds County facility for the last decade.
We do case management, crisis intervention. We have the 24-hour hotline. We work with them on whatever issues they may have, and then try to help them find housing.
The shelter serves women and children in Reynolds, Wayne, Carter, Shannon, and Iron counties. Now, Joanne says over the years they've expanded their services.
If they need like their medicines or something, we also help with that. we've added more services. We do prevention education with the high school kids, middle school and high school kids.
And Joanne says over the last 20 years, Casa Guadalupe has helped over 1,800 people. Well, a hunting accident in Stoddard County has claimed the life of a 32-year-old Poplar Bluff man. According to Sheriff Carl Hefner, the man was duck hunting in a boat in the Otter Slough area on Monday morning around 8 o'clock when he was shot in the shoulder and neck. The hunter was taken first to a Dexter hospital and then to a Cape Girardeau hospital where he died on Tuesday. While the investigation is ongoing, the sheriff says it appears he was shot accidentally. The hunter's name has not been released.
It's going to be a cloudy Thursday. Well, the start of Thursday. Will we see any sunshine? I'll let you know coming up. We'll be right back.
When someone comes in a Mineral Area's emergency department, our focus is giving them the best treatment in the quickest manner possible. We track every single patient, sending the doctors information before they even walk in the room. We have dedicated X-ray and CT equipment in our emergency department. We don't have to waste any time running all over the hospital. We know that minutes count in an emergency, and you can count on ER Plus at Mineral Area Regional Medical Center.
With extended hours, let the UPS store pack and ship your gifts.
Hi, I'm Steve from the UPS store in Farmington, Missouri. Me and my staff would like to wish you and yours a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Now, here's your Storm Tracker 18 weather forecast with Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp.
And welcome back. Another chilly day here in southeast Missouri, and more chilly air is on the way. Looking at weather headlines for southeast Missouri, as I said, the cold continues. It looks like there is a possibility of some flurries tonight and overnight, but it doesn't look too impressive. And it looks like it's going to be a cloudy start on your Thursday, but clearing out tomorrow afternoon. 29 right now in Festus and St. Genevieve. Ironton at 32, 30 in Ellington and Van Buren right now, as well as in Poplar Bluff and Piedmont. Currently here at the studio, we have 26 under a cloudy sky. Feels like 16 out there. Look at that west-southwest wind at 11 miles per hour. That's because that is causing us to have a wind chill of 16. Dew point 22 with 84% humidity. Going through the day on your Thursday, we're going to see a cloudy start to your day on Thursday. The clouds will push out, giving us sunshine tomorrow afternoon. Unfortunately, tomorrow afternoon sunshine won't warm things up much during the day. 19 for your overnight low with a flurry or two. Temperatures in the low 20s in most areas. Then for tomorrow, we're going to see temperatures in the low to mid to upper 30s. Some areas down to our south, maybe lower 40s for highs under a partly cloudy sky eventually. Northwest wind 10 to 15. Next several days look like this on your Friday. We're going to see a mostly cloudy day. 30 degrees for your daytime high. Saturday and Sunday, we're going to be in the 30s. We're going to see a partly sunny day on Saturday, mostly sunny on Sunday, mostly sunny on Monday and Tuesday. Low 40s for highs, but by Wednesday, we're going to start seeing an increase in cloud cover and temperature of 47. Another look at our weekend forecast here in southeast Missouri. On your Saturday, partly sunny, high of 35, low of 16, 32 and mostly sunny on Sunday with a low of 21. That is checking your Storm Tracker weather forecast. More details are located at KDKZ18.com. Just click on the weather tab.
Coming up in today's 2-minute tour of Missouri, a teacher elected state representative is accusing his school board of playing politics. Missouri's Share the Harvest hits a record, and Jefferson Barracks gets a new mission. Coming up on today's 2-minute tour in Missouri, we start in St. Charles County, where a veteran teacher recently elected as a state representative is accusing his school board of playing politics for refusing to grant him a leave of absence. Brian Spencer has taught in the Francis Howell School District for over 22 years. He was elected in November as a Republican and sought a leave of absence rather than resigning, but the school board refused. Spencer and other GOP leaders say the board has regularly approved unpaid leaves for 2 leaders in a teachers union, usually allied with Democrats. A Missouri task force on preventing sexual abuse of children is preparing to report on its year-long study. The 14-member panel, made up of legislators as well as officials from law enforcement and school districts, was created by a 2011 state law. On Thursday, task force members will hold a news conference in the Capitol to discuss their findings and recommendations. A statewide effort to share extra venison taken by deer hunters is bringing in record donations. Missouri's Share the Harvest is on track to distribute 400,000 pounds of the donated meat. The program allows deer hunters to donate the venison when they take deer to food processors. The venison is then distributed through the region and their local food pantries. And the oldest active military base west of the Mississippi River is getting a new high-tech mission. The 186-year-old Jefferson's Barracks will become a Joint Reserve Military Intelligence Center. A National Guard spokesperson says the Defense Department and the Guard wanted a Midwestern center close to specific facilities, such as the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency in Arnold and the U.S. Transportation Command at Scott Air Force Base in Illinois. Some buildings dating to the 19th century will be rehabilitated and restored to serve the modern mission. And that's your 2-minute tour of Missouri for today. Coming up in today's Your Life segment on 18 Eyewitness News, the conclusion of our special series on Getting It Together in 13. Advice ahead on today's Focus on the Family.
I'm Stacy Johnson. What you want is to be a little richer next year than you are this year. What you need is some strategies going to help you boost that savings account. And they're just ahead on Money Talks News.
Your health is brought to you by Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy. Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy of Deloge, where caring for you and about you is our business. From taking time to explain your medication, offering a caring touch, to a full line of medical equipment, supplies, and diabetic shoes. We'll help you understand your options and assist you with Medicare drug plan enrollment. With a comfortable waiting area, convenient drive-through, or free delivery, caring for our neighbors is our business. Your locally owned Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy, just off of Highway 67 at the Deloge exit.
Organization at home can make the difference between happy family memories or chaos. Dr. Bill Meyer is here now with part 2 of his special series on organization for the new year.
Well, it's what this is. It's my marker drawer, and I have all my jackets right here.
5-year-old Erin comes by her organizational skills naturally. Her mom, Carrie, is a professional organizer who's dedicated to helping other moms get things in order in a world that lends itself to chaos.
I have no sleeve of one color together, and then I go into the short sleeves of one color.
Even though most of us are always on the go, keeping things organized on the home front is still possible with a few well-chosen tools.
I use clear bins that are stackable for different types of toys. We've got, the doll bin, the stuffed animal bin, the large toys. And something I've implemented in my shower as well as my girls is this clear shower curtain with the mesh pockets. It is wonderful. It keeps everything off of the shelves in the shower. And throughout my house, I have turntables in many, many, many different locations so that I can store extra foods and things.
And speaking of food, how often do well-balanced meals get put on your back burner? Taking a few moments to organize a menu plan can streamline shopping and cooking.
This I keep on the side of the refrigerator to help me plan the menus for the evening. And if we have an evening event like soccer, I go ahead and put that in because that means that we either need to eat early or a little bit later.
Of course, one vital area that often gets overlooked is the care and maintenance of family and friends. Carrie has this on her checklist as a reminder of what's really important.
Do you want your children to remember that your house was perfect and could have been on the cover of a magazine every day? Or do you want them to remember that you were a mom who would drop the dust cloth and go do something fun?
Overall, staying on top of organizational chores will translate into a healthier home for everyone, including mom.
She has some calm, she has some peace, and when the mom is in that state of mind, it's a trickle-down effect.
For Focus on the Family, I'm Dr. Bill Meyer.
Again, turntables, this one with 2 tiers on it.
For more valuable information on life's issues, relationships, and family, visit our website, kdkz18.com, and click on the Focus on the Family link. If your New Year's resolutions, including putting more money in the bank, you're in the right place. Money reporter Stacy Johnson has been helping us with our 2013 resolutions all week. And here's some tips on getting you started on saving.
Spending money? Easy. Saving it? Not so much. But if you'd like to end this year richer than you're starting it, it is definitely doable. All it takes is a goal and a plan to reach it. Building your savings is like anything else in life. If you'll take the time to plan, you can do it. Here are the simple steps you can take to have a fatter bank account. First and foremost, set that savings goal, a specific amount you're going to save, along with a specific date you're going to have it done. Then treat it like a bill. It's one you've got to pay every single month. And remember, your goal doesn't have to be huge. If you want to be $1,000 richer this time next year, all you need is $20 a week. That's just $3 a day. Where will you find it? Well, wherever you're spending it. Start tracking your expenses, see where your money's going, then find ways to save. Food, clothing, car expenses, insurance, wherever you're spending, there are tricks to spend less. Use them, stash a little cash, add it to your savings. It's going to add up in a hurry. And don't forget to add it up. That's the final step. Keep track of your progress, keep focused on your goal. And before you know it, saving won't be a hassle, it'll be a habit. We have tools to help you save, tons of tips to help you spend less on just about anything you would buy, and lots of motivation to help you keep on track. It's all right here at moneytalksnews.com. Just do a search for 2013 resolutions. For Money Talks News, I'm Stacy Johnson.
As Stacy said, he's got more information and links at his website. To get there, just go to our website, kdkz18.com, click on the Money Talks link under the Lifestyles menu.
And coming up in sports, the future of the Rams in St. Louis could be decided very soon. 2 Cardinals farmhands are going to be honored this month, and Mizzou has one last game before starting their first SEC basketball season.
Tips to make you money delivered daily. The totally free Money Talks newsletter. Sign up now and get my money makeover video, a $50 value, as my gift. MoneyTalksNews.com.
Attention, Accutane warning. If you have Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or inflammatory bowel disease, it may have been caused by the acne drug Accutane. Accutane victims have recently been awarded millions of dollars. Do not delay. There are time deadlines to file a claim.
Call the Rely On Group now to be connected with an experienced attorney. There is absolutely no risk on your part. You don't owe us a penny unless we are successful.
Call the Rely On Group at 800-698-3105.
If you have diabetes and you're on Medicare, call now to get the new talking meter. These new meters are more accurate, they're easier to use, and the best news is you don't have to prick your fingers anymore. Arriva makes it simple. They bill Medicare directly. There are no upfront costs, and they deliver your supplies right to your door for free.
For more information, call 1. This is Sports Zone, only on 18 Eyewitness News.
Arbitration over the future of the St. Louis Rams is set for January 14th, pitting the team, which wants a much improved football stadium, against the agency that runs the Edward Jones Dome, which wants a renewed lease. The St. Louis Convention and Visitors Commission and the Rams are at odds over bringing the Dome up to top-tier status among the other 31 NFL stadiums across the nation. Otherwise, the Rams could break their lease and potentially move after the 2014 season. Many Cardinal fans are going to get their first look at the future January 20th during the St. Louis Baseball Writers' 55th Annual Dinner. 20-year-old outfielder Oscar Taveras, the organization's top hitting prospect, will be honored as the St. Louis Cardinals Minor League Player of the Year. Taveras' .321 batting average led the Texas League last season. And control pitcher Seth Manis, who had a 14-4 combined record in Class A and AA, with 112 strikeouts and only 10 walks in almost 170 innings, will be honored as the organization's minor league pitcher of 2012. Well, Mizzou will play its final non-conference game against Bucknell on Saturday afternoon at 3. The sellout has been moved from its original start time at 6. Next Tuesday, the 8th, Mizzou will host in Alabama in the Southeastern Conference opener for both of the schools. The Tigers are now ranked 12th in both the USA Today Coaches Poll and the AP Top 25 after falling to UCLA on the road on overtime last Friday. That's Today in Sports. Fred and Dustin, guys, it's back to you.
Thanks a lot, Aaron. Look at your forecast for the rest of this evening. We're going to see a cloudy evening with possible flurries throughout the evening. 25 degrees at 7 p.m., 23 by 9. By midnight, a temperature of 22. It doesn't look like it's going to be much in the way of too much snowfall, so don't think it's going to be a much snowfall event. We don't want to get you too excited out there. We've seen plenty of snowfall the last couple weeks. Let's keep some dry weather in here for a couple more days. That does it for 18 Eyewitness News tonight at 6. Newswatch is next. Don't forget to check out our website, kdkz18.com. From all of us here at 18 Eyewitness News, hope you have a good night. We'll see you back here tonight at 10 o'clock.
Do you see news happening in your neighborhood? Email us at news@kdkz.tv.
Coming up tonight on KDKZ Channel 18.